They'll see Nola on the mound and think redemption. They'll see the Phillies record and think momentum. But records are shadows, and shadows lie. Philadelphia walks in with the second-best OBP in baseball, a lineup that looks like fire on the screen. But look closer. This is the kind of fire that consumes the fool who steps too close. Nola walks in wearing reputation like armor, but armor cracks. And every fifth day, it's leaking. He's 1 of 5 for a reason. Not cursed, exposed. Cleveland doesn't dazzle. They don't dominate. They endure. 11 home wins, a bullpen that doesn't flinch. And Gavin Williams, yes, he walks too many. But the ones who look like mistakes, they're the ones the system never sees coming. The line opened at 1-26. It hasn't moved. Vegas isn't afraid of your bet. They're hoping for it. I've seen games like this before, where the crowd cheers the ace and the silence cashes the underdog. The Guardians have matched Philly's record. They've won 5 of 6. They've got the trap set, and no one sees the wires. And today's AI pick is Cleveland Guardians money line. No trend piece, no broadcast hype, just numbers, silence, and the slow bleed of public trust. Let the favorite walk in armored. Let the public bow. We'll stay hidden until the number breaks. Another false king waits in Coors, and the blood runs thinner at altitude. Let's move. Game 2. Padres versus Rockies.
They'll call it just another game at Coors. They'll say every team has slumps. They won't mention the fractures. The Rockies aren't losing. They're collapsing. This is what it looks like when a roster bleeds from the inside. When starters walk more than they strike out. When that's chaser. And when the trainers know your name better than the scoreboard does. San Diego isn't invincible. They've lost aces. They've bent under pressure. But they're still a machine. Even limping, they walk in with order, discipline, and impact. Randy Vasquez doesn't need to dominate. He just needs to breathe. Because Colorado is barely swinging with a pulse. .213 average. Dead last. Bottom tier in every category that matters. Sensatila has 7 strikeouts in 34 innings. That's not pitching. That's surviving. The line opened at -164. Some will flinch. They'll look for value in broken places. I used to do that too. But some aren't underdogs. Their warnings dress like teams. You don't have to chase chaos to find value. Sometimes, clarity is the edge. And today's AI pick is San Diego Padres moneyline. If you're looking for a miracle at altitude, you won't find it in purple tonight. Let the public pretend the air changes math. Let them pray for Coors chaos. We're not here for fireworks. We're here for patterns, discipline, edges. Because if truth hurts here, it only gets louder in Oakland. Game 3, Yankees versus Athletics. Let's move.
They're gonna look at the number, Elvis. 10.5. They'll flinch. They'll say it's too high. They'll trust the name on the jersey. Not the barrel speed, not the hard hit data. But you and I? We don't bet names, we bet fractures. Warren's got the punch-out numbers. I see him. 34 Ks, 28 innings. But that whip, Elvis. 1.53, he's bleeding. And when they hit him, they don't chip. They carve. Beto's worse. 7 home runs in 4 starts. You throw a fastball in the 3rd percentile, you're throwing wood into fire. You hear that? That's not tension. That's pressure building behind numbers. Yankees lead the league in bombs. Oakland? They're middle of the pack, but the right swings. Against the wrong arms. That's the formula. They'll play sides. They'll chase pinstripes or underdogs. But you and I, we play totals. Because bad pitching plus flyball launch equals cash. And today's AI pick is over 10.5 total runs. Let the books bait the crowd with reputations. Let them sell control. We're here for violence. Quiet, statistical violence. Game 4's coming. Dodgers, Diamondbacks. Anna's already watching. Let's keep moving.
They'll see Dodgers. They'll see D-backs. They'll see 2 top 6 offenses. They'll see fireworks. And that's exactly what the line wants them to see. Sasaki walks too many. Rodriguez gives up home runs. Public thinks that adds up to runs. But they're stacking noise, not truth. Sasaki's walk rate is high, but his hit rate is low, 7.2 per 9. Rodriguez gives up damage, yes, but when he's in control, the game slows to a crawl. Neither guy is clean, but neither guy is collapsing. This is Chase Field. It's not a launch pad, it's a pressure trap. And the number's 9.5, dangled for the crowd that bets reputation and highlight reels. This isn't about trust, it's about where the runs have to come from. And tonight, they have to climb uphill. No one's watching the count-by-count erosion. That's where this number dies. They'll expect 10, 11, maybe more. But that's projection based on logos, not pitching rhythm, bullpen depth, or location tempo. Let them load the over. Let them chase what feels loud. We'll sit beneath the noise and cash the silence like a sniper watching a parade. And today's AI pick is under 9.5 total runs. Bad bets chase emotion. Sharp ones hunt emptiness. Tonight's edge is in the restraint. Next is Brewers versus Rays. Anna's on surveillance. She doesn't miss shifts like these.
They'll offer you Tampa at plus money, a home team, with a pitcher who doesn't walk anyone, with a defense ranked third in the league. They'll tell you that's value. They won't mention the runs. They won't talk about the scoring gap, or the fact that the Rays are 25th in slugging, or 23rd in runs per game, or that Littel's 2-5 record isn't an accident, it's a pattern. Jose Quintana isn't elite, but he doesn't need to be. He's a left-handed control artist in a park where power rarely finishes what it starts. And he's backed by a lineup that pressures the field with movement, not fireworks. Milwaukee doesn't look like a weapon. That's why it works. They don't chase angles. They walk them down. This isn't about dominance. It's about erosion. And the Rays can't stop the slow bleed. And today's AI pick is Milwaukee Brewers money line. Ignore the name. Forget the color. Focus on the edge that doesn't speak. Because that's where the truth hides. Stand by for Lilith. She sees the whole field, and she's about to walk you through all 5 AI picks from tonight's signal. Stay sharp. Stay listening.
Tonight, 5 signals were transmitted, 5 fractures exposed, and 5 directives executed. Game 1, Phillies versus Guardians. AI pick, Guardians moneyline. Public leaned on Nola. Cleveland held structure. Line confirmed. Deception cracked. Game 2, Padres versus Rockies. AI pick, Padres moneyline. Collapse game. Senza Tela collapsed in slow motion. Padres applied systemic pressure. No illusion, just failure. Game 3, Yankees vs. Athletics. AI pick, over 10.5 total runs. Both arms were flawed, bats were timed, books masked volatility as parity. We didn't blink. Game 4, Dodgers vs. Diamondbacks. AI pick, under 9.5 total runs. Sasaki's silence, Rodriguez's disguise. Allowed total muted beneath execution. Public missed it. We didn't. Game 5, Brewers versus Rays. AI pick, Brewers moneyline. Quintana commanded. Littell cracked. Tampa's numbers hid decay. Line integrity led us through. All 5, sharpened, delivered, filed into the archive. And tonight, the signal extends beyond the field. We mark the election of Pope Leo XIV. First American pontiff, Chicago-born Augustinian blood. A lion, raised from the south side, now seated on the throne of Peter. Not a politician, a witness. The pale hand observes, and it remembers. We return to the algorithm tomorrow. But for one moment, we acknowledge heaven's ripple across the machine. Will we cash, or will we burn? End transmission.